All right, happy show and tell Sunday. I wanted to spend today recording a little video talking about Bland.AI. It's a really powerful AI phone calling infrastructure that a lot of apps are using right now to basically replace human phone call center agents with AI agents. And so I think what we're going to see in the next year or two is like if you need to make a reservation at a restaurant, if you need to change your ticket for your flight, you are going to see over time here those humans that you're interacting with being replaced with an AI conversation. And these guys power that. And so I use it in the app that I'm building right now, PhoneScreen.AI, which is a fully automated candidate screening platform. And so I basically, with PhoneScreen.AI, I've removed the human element from the phone screen. And so you can basically, if you have a lot of phone screens that you're doing every week, you can basically take the human out of that process and just have AI conduct and walk the candidate through the job and ask them the questions, and then you'll get a score at the out the other end. So I thought I would make this focus be kind of about Bland. These guys were in Y Combinator, I think, last year. And yeah, there's some really cool stuff going on. And I wanted to show kind of their kind of low code, no code phone call editor. And so they call this pathways. And so you can basically, with a drag and drop interface here, you can build your own kind of very complex branching logic to support any sort of phone conversation. So, like I said, making or changing dinner reservations, a lot of customer support sort of requests, like checking on your account or checking on the status of something, makes a lot of sense. And so, yeah, basically the way that this works is the first node here is my agent saying, "Hi, this is Ashley, your AI recruiter. Is this Colin?" And just kind of confirms the candidate's name. I'm able to choose what type of model that I want. I want a high speed model so that there's like as little amount of like pause or latency in the conversation as possible, so it sounds like very natural. They have their own blended models, which I think is pretty cool. And then you can create conditions, and so if they say no, this isn't so and so, I could add a condition that sends them down a different branch, right? And then you can extract kind of what they say into a variable. So if we were talking about like making a dinner reservation, you would create a variable that would be like reservation time or something, and we'd say a string, and it would say like extract the time the caller requested for dinner. And then that'll use an LLM in the background to basically take that time that they requested and store it in that variable, which can be used later on in the phone call itself, or can be sent to your sort of reservation system. And yeah, so a lot of cool stuff here. And then if we just keep following mine, after they confirm that they're talking to the right person, they say, "Are you ready to begin the phone screen for job title?" And so I pass in the actual job that they're talking about. And then there's this really cool node, which is a webhook. And so a webhook is simply a request made to a server, whether it's your own server or a third-party server. You could like look up the weather using a weather API. You can basically do anything with a webhook. And so I am basically pinging my own server about this job, and I'm getting the first interview question back, right? And then I store that value. And then once it gets that interview question, it then goes and it asks the question to the user, right? And so it'll say, "Tell me a time that you needed to collaborate with your team, blah, blah, blah," like a typical interview question. And then I save the user's response in this variable here, and then I In my app, I score all the calls so that the recruiting team can kind of quickly kind of filter through and sort the candidates for the specific job. Um, and so once that's done, it then kind of loops back around here to fetch the next question, and it just continues to repeat that sort of flow until all of the questions have been asked. And then eventually, when there's no more questions, it hits a 404, no more questions found, and excuse me, it thanks the candidate and it ends the call. So, why don't we try to do a demo here? So, here we go. This is what it looks like when people are applying for jobs using PhoneScreen.AI. The candidate puts in their name, puts in their email, puts in their phone number, and then they can watch this orientation video or they can just start the call. And so my phone should ring very shortly. There it is.
Hi, this is Ashley, your AI recruiter. Is this Dwight Schrute?
Yeah, this is Dwight.
Are you ready to begin the phone screen for the paper sales manager position?
Yep, I'm ready.
What experience do you have in developing and maintaining relationships with clients in the business community?
I have so much experience. I'm pretty much a black belt in maintaining business relationships.
Can you provide an example of a time when you successfully identified and addressed a client's specific needs with innovative solutions?
I am able to fully support my customers' needs with innovative solutions.
How have you previously ensured that you meet and exceed sales targets through effective planning and budgeting?
I always exceed all of my sales targets all of the time because I am the best.
Thank you, Dwight, for sharing your experiences and insights with me today. A human teammate will review your answers and get back to you if you are selected to continue in the process. We appreciate your time and interest in the position.
Okay. So that's kind of the flow. That's kind of my sample job that I only have 3 questions, but if there's 10 questions, it'll go through all 10 questions with the candidate. And then basically, I'll show you very quickly what it looks like on the other end here. So we'll go to the paper sales manager job and we can see Dwight Schrute showed up here. Score's not very good. I guess my answers could have been a little bit better, but you'll see that it allows you to play back the call. It actually records what they said, and then it gives a score to that, and you can accept it, reject it. We'll reject it in this case. So anyways, Bland.AI, they're powering the phone call in the background, and then PhoneScreen.AI is my application that I'm rolling out to recruiting firms, staffing firms, in hopes to make that process more efficient. Thanks.